All right, so check it. I want to show you a line that I just did. There it is. Walking all the way up. Got to slow down a little bit, Tom. Let them see it. Don't go too fast. All right, so look. And it looks, super awesome, right? We got the grout going in side to side, and that is just pinstriped. Okay, so it's kind of a two-part deal. This is what I want to tell you. Silicone is one of those things that is ooey gooey. It sucks. It's a pain to use. It's a pain to deal with. But if you have a few of the right things and you do a couple of the right steps, it's actually not hard. And I'm gonna demonstrate here for you. We're sealing up our shower. We're done. We've already blacked out. We chose black here on our edges for our border underneath, just to kind of tie and hide all those. Same with the niche back here, the window, same with the niche. So we blacked out all that to make it, just kind of disappear and just highlights what's left. So we really like the look, but let's get right into it. I want to show you a couple of things you need. You are gonna have is, for one, that's the silicone we're getting ready to pop in this corner. Several different silicones you can use. We're not married to a certain product as long as it's 100% silicone. It's a color match. It's, all the jazz. So, in dealing with it, the biggest thing that's going to help you if you struggle with silicone in these corners, if you put grout in there, obviously it's just going to crack over time. But if you struggle with the silicone, one thing that helps me and Tom tremendously is when we tile. Tom, show them this corner, just in case they haven't seen it. So that corner is 1/8 of an inch. I can take those white spacers and stick them in there all the way down, and they're going to hold for us. So in trying to achieve a flawless corner, a pretty pinstripe line, it all starts with behind the scenes where you lay this tile. If your tile is mismatched in the corner, it's kind of jagged, and you're just trying to take a gun and go over that, hitting the tile and tile, that's kind of what's trying to lock against that tile. So we don't try to blanket that line. You can still see through it and see where it's big or smaller. So if you have a really close to perfect line, that is the perfect way to start. Next step, as you can see, I've got like a little microfiber towel down here on the floor. I haven't done my perimeter yet on the shower floor. It's the last thing I'll do. So the microfiber towels are good at soaking up, anything wicking, in other words. We're getting ready to use a foam glass cleaner to make this silicone slide. So all those little drips are going to come down, and I don't want them sitting here marinating right at the perimeter line, getting trapped back in there later on when I do the silicone line. So that's why that's down here, and I just tuck back that ear. Anything that touches that is going to soak right into the rag, and it's going to keep it off my floor, out from underneath that tile until we seal that up. So let's get started. I'm going to go up here and look, you're looking to balloon this. I want it to go in all the way, and I want it to balloon back out at me. I don't want to barely get it in there. I'm not trying to make a perfect line right now. I'm trying to get more in there than what I need so that it's completely full. I mean, stuffed full. Look at that. All right. It looks like a blob of mess, I know. So look, check this out. This is the best tool on the planet. Home Depot, Lowe's. And you're gauging 3 different sizes, small, kind of medium, and then you're bigger. So that all depends on, what you're trying to accomplish. Ours are an 1/8. So I don't want the tiny one. The tiny one's going to dig in, and it's going to round that inside. It's going to go past my tile mark. So I want to go a little bigger. I'm going with this one, like in the medium section here, because when I set it in the joint, it's going to, it may be hard to see, but it's going to curve in that joint and push everything as we go up. So it just locks everything tight back in there and only leaves that perfect little line left. And this is what I was talking about right here. Look, it's just a foam one. It just takes a little bit. That's it. Check it. Now, right before I get ready to swipe again, I know I got plenty on there, okay? But I just cleaned this off. I just dried it. So look, right here on the, let me do it out here. I don't want any of that getting in there on the shower floor if it don't need to be. So I just damp it just a little bit. Look. So, pretty simple, okay? There's a always with silicone, always. I don't care how well that looks, how pretty it looks. There's little flaws. There's little things that we're going to, tweak as we go. So look, I'm going to come down here. I really want to get into it now. All that looks really good, really solid as I go up. Okay, right here, Tom. See if you can get that in the light. See that little film right there? I don't know if you can see it here. Let me get out of the shadow. There you go. That little film right there. That little film, watch. Take it. So these are super handy as well. Okay. Same scenario. Look. Home Depot. We got 500 different tools to do silicone. So look. Wet that down just a hair. Let me come back up here and find it. It's really hard to see it actually, Tom. Where'd it go?
Up here.
Where? Oh, yep, there it is. Now, let me see if I can stay out of the light. Look. So this is what I'm talking about coming back through. Now, a lot of times, that's really tough to get. So what I'll do sometimes, if it's really tough to get, and I don't want to get back in my line, I'll push. Look, just a little bit more pressure. Look, clean that right up. See? Just a smidge more pressure. So a lot of times what we'll do, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful line. I don't want to mess with it too much because in trying to critique it, fine tune it, all that, you could end up messing it up. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this excess Windex out of here. That microfiber towel down there did its job. And I'm going to really see what I have left as far as the details go. See what I really need to focus on. I can see a couple little spots. So what we're going to end up doing is this is a great time, either the plastic or if we need to get super close and we're looking to fix something very small, we'll even get a utility blade out and rake that right across to achieve something little and small that we're trying to get off. So I'm gonna fine tune this line, but I mean, gosh, show off that line, bro. If you are struggling in any way to get a pinstripe silicone line, I promise you, the more time you spend getting them tiles, again, it all stems back to how we lay it. I know everybody's different, but when you put one here, and you're able to sit here and lock those to the wall, put a square in there, put your spacers in there, you know, that one's done, that one's done. Make this and this your next one and keep going around like that. You can sit here and pinstripe these, plumb them perfectly. Show them that corner. So when you sit here and do that, and you get those same results in the corner. That's a lot, huge part of the reason. Matter of fact, it's probably 85–90% of the reason, because anybody can do what I just showed you. A lot of that stems back to that gap that you're staring at, how pretty that line's going to be. Hey, so look, check it out. I'm going to try to show you here, looking through the camera. I'm going to try to do it looking through the camera, but see how pretty that line is? And watch as it comes down. I'll tell you when. You'll see it right there. See? See that right there? Messing up my line. So, our tile's porcelain, right? No big deal. So let me balance this right there. Now look. I'm going to take this blade. Yeah. It's because I'm trying to hold the phone too. But you see what I'm saying? You don't want to go past your line. I kind of keep my finger against that tile so that I can have a smooth glide all the way down. And I'm not jumping or moving. Now look at that line. Pretty line.